Good morning, all of you. This is
Good
Dakne sir.
morning, sir. Good morning,
Welcome
Good
you
morning, sir.
in our online lecture series of artificial intelligence. This is our lecture number 15, and today we are going to discuss one more algorithm in case of the artificial intelligence, that is the min-max algorithm in artificial intelligence. I hope all of you have gone through the whatever content we have studied up till, because now we are at the end of this unit. Okay, if you try, if it is possible, today we will cover what is the remaining portion is there. Okay, now up till we have seen the number of algorithms related with the artificial intelligence. In case of the category like uninformed search and the informed search category. So I just want to ask you, which are the uninformed search algorithm we have studied? Yes, which are the uninformed search algorithm that we have studied? Yes. Tiwari, which are the different uninformed search algorithms? Yes.
Sir,
Yes.
breadth first search,
Okay.
depth first search,
Okay.
depth limited search,
Okay.
and iterative
Deepening. Iterative
depth
deepening,
first search.
depth first search.
Depth first search.
Okay. Yes, Archana Tiwari, tell me which are the informed search techniques or the algorithm that we have studied?
AO star algorithm,
Okay.
A star algorithm,
Good.
A search algorithm,
And
best
the
first search
best first
algorithm.
search algorithm. Understood. Okay, these are
Yes,
the
sir.
point we have studied. Now, yes, Pankaj, tell me the difference between the uninformed search and the informed search algorithms. Bade Pankaj, can you hear me? Yes, Bade Pankaj. Yes, can you hear me or not? If not, then yes. Tell me the difference between the uninformed and the informed search. Have you gone through the video once again? Yes, Kale Akshada, tell me the difference between the uninformed and the informed search algorithms. Yes. Archana Tanpure, tell me the difference between the uninformed and the informed search techniques. Nikam Shraddha.
Yes. So informed search means the information related how to reach the goal state is provided to the
Good.
AI agent.
Yes.
And uninformed search means there is no information related to how to reach goal state.
Okay, very good. Okay, those students are not responding, definitely it will affect on their internal marks, because already the videos are there and you have to just take the effort to just go through it if it is not understood. And I have asked you, if not understood, you can comment in that, but you are not doing that also. So definitely I am marking those students who are not answering right or wrong. I'm not expecting the only the right answer must be given. If you given something wrong answer also related to that, then we can clarify it. But if you are not speaking a single word, then what is the use? Understood. So accordingly, I will going to mark the things. Okay, let's start with the today's session. That is the min-max algorithm in the artificial intelligence. Okay. Now, first thing we need to understand, whatever algorithms up till we have studied, the main aim of that all algorithm is nothing but what? These algorithms are for the purpose of AI agent. For the AI agent in the sense, how the AI agent can start from particular initial point or starting location, and how we can reach to the goal point or the target location. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
That much up till we have studied and related with that algorithm we have studied. But here today we are going to see some different approach. Okay, suppose we want the AI agent should play the game. Okay, what we want, the AI agent should play the game. Now, you know, to play the game, minimum how many players are required? Yes,
Two.
minimum 2 players must be there in order to play the game. Understood. Now we are considering one player as a AI agent. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
As in,
Yes,
in
sir.
the application of the artificial intelligence, we have studied what we have studied. The one of the application of AI is nothing but the area of game playing. Correct? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the today's algorithm, that is nothing but related with the that kind of point. What kind of algorithm are there in AI which will help the AI agent to play the game. Okay. And one of the popular of that is nothing but the min-max algorithm. Okay. Now this min-max algorithm specifically being utilized in the game theory to play the games. Understood? Here, the initial point you can see here I have mentioned. Min-max algorithm is a kind of, it is kind of backtracking algorithm which is used in the decision making. Now, when you are playing the game, you need to make some decision. That decision might be right or wrong. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And so in order to play that kind of game, there is a utilization of min-max algorithm. First thing you should keep in mind. Understood what is the purpose of min-max algorithm? To play the game. Understood? Now, to play the game, we are going to take the help of some another algorithm also, that may be a informed search algorithm, or that may be a uninformed search category algorithm. Okay, the next we will see. Now, like I have shown you here the one example. Okay, here I have shown you the one example, that is the example of tic-tac-toe game. I hope you must be getting correct. Okay, so here you can see this is the starting state, and both the player has to play the game from this particular position. Got the point? So one player might mark the X. Okay, now this is the turn of one player, correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Now that one player might be make the decision to play like this. Got the point? That one player might be take the decision to play like this, and that one player might be take the decision to play like this. Correct or not? Out of this, depends on its choice and depends on its intelligence. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
And this is nothing but the next situation I have shown related with the another player. Another player marking his move by using the O symbol. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
And accordingly, this game will be proceed, and lastly, one player will win the game, or one player and the another player will lose the game. Is it the situation? Correct or not?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now,
Yes.
how the min-max algorithm can be utilized to play such kind of games? That is nothing but our today's point of study. Okay. So using the min-max algorithm, it become possible to make the optimal move for the player, assuming that the opponent is also playing optimally. Now, during these, when the min-max algorithm being utilized to play the game, here different conditions are being taken care, like other player which is playing against you is also as intelligent as you. Correct? You are also assuming the same thing when you are playing the game against anybody. Correct or not?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So same thing is being also taken care while this min-max algorithm being designed. Okay. Now, as I said, it is kind of which algorithm? Backtracking. So it uses the recursion. It uses the recursion to perform the searching through the game tree. Now, for what purpose the min-max algorithm will need to perform the searching? To decide which move will be the, to decide which will be the most beneficial for him. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And so it need to do the backtracking. And so that's why we mention it here. It uses the recursion to search through the game tree. Now, game tree is what? This is nothing but the game tree. Got the point? This is
Yes,
nothing
yes.
but the game tree.
Game.
Okay. So here I have used where in which kind of games this min-max algorithm is generally utilized. So mostly this game is, this algorithm is utilized to play the game like chess, checkers, tic-tac-toe, Go game. Now Go game is also the one of the game like the chess game, but it is still more difficult than the chess. Okay. And various other two-player games. So whatever the games are there where there is a need of the two players, there this kind of algorithm being utilized. Do you understand where this algorithm utilized?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's see further how this algorithm is, some other feature related to this algorithm. Okay. So here we are going to consider when we are going to apply this algorithm to play some game, for example, this tic-tac-toe game. So here we are going to assume one player as a max. Okay, this thing is very important. What? We are going to assume one player as a what? Max.
Max.
And another player we are going to assume as a min.
Mean.
Got this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And this max and min player will fight with each other. Understood? So what is the max? We have assumed the one player as a max. Now what the max will try to do? Max will always try to maximize its value. What does it mean? Max will always try to maximize its value means what?
It will trying to win.
It will try to win in the sense it will try to get the maximum point. Correct?
Yes, sir.
And its opponent player, that is the minimizer. Now minimizer will always try to minimize the value, or it will always try to get the minimum value. Why it is so? Because it will try to minimize the score of the maximizer. That's why it is called as the minimizer. You got the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
When the minimizer will minimize the score of the maximizer, definitely minimizer score will be improved. Correct?
Yes, sir.
And that is nothing but these two players being assumed here in min-max algorithm. One is the max player who will always try to maximize its points, and the min player who always try to minimize the point of maximizer player. This much is understood?
Yes, sir.
All of you understood? If this is not understood, then you cannot understand the further point. Do you understood the what max is doing and what the min is doing?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What max is doing, it will always try to get the maximum point, and
Maximum
what the min will
value.
try to do, min will try to
Minimum.
do, always try to minimize the
Yes, sir.
score of
Value.
the maximizer. Okay. So as I said, this min-max algorithm we are going to apply with the help of some uninformed or the informed search technique. So here we are going to utilize the depth first search algorithm. Okay, combination of the depth first search and the min-max. Understood? And now let's see. The min-max algorithm proceed all the way down to the terminal node of the tree and then backtrack the tree as a recursion. Now, how this min-max algorithm will proceed? First what it will do, always go down like this. Okay, it will always go down, and then from the down, it will backtrack. Understand the situation, how the min-max is going to be performed. How? First, it will go down according to the depth first search. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
And then it will backtrack with some values. Second point, correct?
Yes, sir.
And then here that values will be get compared. And after comparing that value, the decision can be made whether the player should go in this direction to make the movement, or player should go in this direction to make the movement, or the player should go in this direction to make the movement, so that he can win the game. Got the point?
Yes.
I
Yes,
took
sir.
3 point with the help of the min max work. First point is what? First, it always go down.
Yes.
Let me clear it. First, it does what? Always go down
Mm.
with the help of property of the DFS. Then it do what? It backtrack.
Backtrack.
When it is backtracking, it go on updating the values. Okay, we'll see how actually it happens. Let's understand the theoretical point first. Second point is what? It backtrack, and while backtracking, it go on updating the values. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And at this point, he gets some values. And from that value, he can decide. What he can decide? Now, whether movement should be made in this direction, or in this direction, or in this direction. Third point. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see how it happens. So that same point I have mentioned here that we have discussed, like the working of the min-max algorithm we are going to discuss with the help of following example. Okay, here we are going to take one game tree, and we are going to apply the min-max algorithm on that particular game tree. We already discussed what exactly mean by the maximizer, what exactly mean by the minimizer, etc., etc. The one thing you should keep in mind: maximal will always try to get the maximum values, maximum score as much as possible, where minimizer will always try to minimize the score of the maximizer. Okay, let's see further. Also, we have discussed this algorithm being utilized with by applying the DFS. Okay, where you have to go through the deepest position, okay, to the terminal nodes, and then we will backtrack. So at the terminal node, we are going to have some terminal values are given. Okay, understand this point. What? At the terminal node means at this particular node, suppose if these are the terminal nodes, at this terminal node, we are going to have some terminal values. Understood? And what we are going to do with that terminal values? We are going to compare that terminal values. Okay, what we are going to do? We are going to compare the terminal values, and according to that, we are going to do the backtracking. Fourth point, what we are going to do? We are going to go to the deep, and deep we are going to have what? Terminal values. What that terminal values, what we are going to do with that terminal values? We are going to compare that terminal values, and accordingly, we are going to do the backtracking. This much is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now,
Compare with whose
yes.
value?
Yes.
Comparison means कोणती व्हॅल्यूच्या काय
That we are seeing the example. What
Okay.
exactly what we are going to compare with what? Okay, here I'm just explaining the theoretical point. Then we'll see apply that in the example. Okay, so that it will get more clear. Here you have to just keep in mind that we are going to compare the terminal values. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Now let's apply it. So here, as I said, we are going to apply this algorithm to some game tree. Okay. This is our initial node. Okay, and this is nothing but our terminal nodes. All of you can see?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
I read the step and then we apply that step. In the first step, the algorithm generates the entire game tree, means like this, and apply the utility function to get the utility values for the terminal state. These are the utility values for the terminal state. This must be given. Understood? What are these? These are the terminal values, or this is being also called as what? The utility values. Understood this point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And here we have our initial state, that is the A. Okay. Now let's see. Now you can see here. Now, when you are playing the game, is it like that? If you play your turn, next turn will be also played by you only?
Yes.
Do you understand what I am asking? If you play your first turn, okay, Is it like that next turn will also be played by yourself only?
No.
Next you have to give the chance to your opponent. Correct. Next you have to give the chance to your opponent. That is the thing being in this way the game tree is being given here. The first turn is being played by the maximizer, then minimizer, then again maximizer, and this goes on. Correct?
Okay.
Yes. And so here first we assume that suppose maximizer take the first turn. What? Maximizer takes the first turn. Now here we have to assume some worst initial values for the maximizer and worst initial values for the minimizer. Another important point. What? Here we have to assume the worst initial value for the maximizer and worst initial value for the minimizer. Now what can be the worst case initial value for the maximizer? Can you tell me what can be the worst case initial value for the maximizer? Think on it. Do you understand the question?
कोणती असणार सर वर्स्ट केस?
That I am telling you, you should think on it.
नाही समजलं.
Sir, question repeat again.
What can be the worst case value for the maximizer and what can be the worst case value for the minimizer? You have to think on what exactly maximizer doing. Yes. Initial
So
or
initial
any value
value.
you can. Yes. What can be the worst case value for the maximizer?
ए असणार ना सर स्टार्टिंग इनिशियल ए ना सर.
No, don't think about anything about this. Okay, we'll come to this again. I'm asking, what is the role of the maximizer? What maximizer will always try to do?
मॅक्सिमाइज.
Always try to get the maximum
Maximize the
score.
value.
Always try to get the maximum score. Now, what can be the worst situation for him?
सर मैक्सिमाइजर के लिए वर्स्ट सिचुएशन होगा मिनिमाइजर का फर्स्ट जो टर्म होता है ना वो. मैक्सिमाइजर को हमेशा उसकी हाईएस्ट वैल्यू चाहिए होती है. अगर वर्स्ट केस हम यूज करें तो हम मिनिमाइजर का जो हाईएस्ट वैल्यू है ना मिनिमाइजर की वैल्यू.
If you consider the worst case for the maximizer, then it can be the minus infinity.
एंड मिनिमाइजर का मैक्सिमाइजर का जो सबसे हाईएस्ट वैल्यू होती है वो उसका वर्स्ट केस होगा.
That is I am telling here. The worst case value for the maximizer can be the minus infinity or not. Minus infinity or not.
यस सर.
बराबर ना. Worst case value for the maximizer क्या हो सकती है कि minus infinity.
माइनस इंफिनिटी उसका लोएस्ट पॉइंट.
और worst case value for the minimizer क्या हो सकती है? Plus infinity.
Plus infinity.
Got this point? Okay, this assumption is very important here. Okay.
Yes sir.
So this is the first step where the game tree is being formed and the terminal values are being given. That is our first step. Let's see the next. Second step. Okay, in the second step, what we are going to do? So the first utilities values will be get. Then, as we know, the initial values, the worst case value for the maximizer is going to the minus infinity. And we are going to compare that terminal values with the worst values. Okay, now where we have given the terminal values here. Okay, now with what we are going to compare that terminal values with the worst case value of the maximizer. That is worst case value for the maximizer is what? Minus infinity. What we have taken? We have taken first turn being played by whom? The maximizer. Got the point?
Yes,
Who will play the first turn?
Maximizer.
But from here the maximizer will start, it will first go down as we have discussed. Correct?
Yes, sir.
These are the terminal nodes. This is the first turn being played by the maximizer. Got the point?
Yes sir.
So far, what will happen first for node D? This is the node D. Correct? Now this node D, E, F, G This is nothing but the number of possible moves can be made by the maximizer. Got this point? Yes, what I'm telling you, these D, E, F, G are nothing but the number of moves that can be made by which player? Maximizer.
Maximizer.
So these are the 4 options available with the maximizer that I'm trying to tell you, correct?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now for node D, here to evaluate some values by using the terminal values. Now for node D here, okay, for this node D, what function we are going to apply? The max function here. Utility function what? Max function. Okay. Now what the max function is taking? Max function will take the value of its child value of the child, that is the -1. What is the first child of the D? H, correct? What is its value?
-1.
-1. Now with what he is going to compare that value?
Minus infinity.
Minus infinity. Which one is the maximum?
Minus infinity.
-1 is the maximum. Out of the minus infinity, Vaishnavi, switch up your mic. Out of the -1 and the minus infinity, which will be the maximum? Definitely -1. What is the another child of D?
4.
That is I, which is having the terminal value
4.
4. In the similar way, 4 will be compared against the minus infinity. I have not written that yet. What will you get? 4.
4.
And then we will compare that -1 and the -4.
Max 4.
What will the max out of that? 4.
4.
You can directly compare it also, but I am telling you from the scratch. Okay. So that is the reason here D has got the value 4. Understood this?
Yes.
In the similar way, the maximizer will apply the max function and try to get the values. For the node E, definitely he will get the maximum value 6. Yes, here.
Yes, sir.
For node F, it will get the maximum value -3.
Yes.
And then for the node G, it will get the which maximum value? Out of the 0 and 7, definitely the 7.
7.
Now here the maximizer has applied his maximizing function, maximizer function, and he has got some values. Okay, you started from this point and you backtracking, correct?
Yes, sir.
And when you are backtracking, you are updating some values that we have done here. Got this point? Now next is the turn of whom?
Minimizer.
Next is the turn of the minimizer. Then tell me which value. Now minimizer have 2 options.
Yes. 6.
Now what will the value of B? Tell me.
6. Meaning.
Think about the role of the maximizer and minimizer that I told you.
So 4. Minimizer.
Yes, 4. Because minimizer will always try to get the minimum value.
Minimum value.
Minimum
4.
value.
4.
Minimum value.
C
-3.
-3. Same, that is nothing but our step number 3 that we have done next. Here. In the next step, it is the turn of minimizer. So it will compare all the nodes with the plus infinity and it will get the third layer node values. The same thing we have done here. We have not compared it with the minus infinity, the plus infinity, but directly we have done here. But you got the procedure how to do it, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And that's why here the 4 and here is the -3. Now tell me what is the who will be the next player to play?
Maximizer.
Next is the turn of the maximizer. What the maximizer? Now maximizer have the 2 movements he can do.
4 answer.
4.
So what will be here?
4.
4 will be max.
4.
4.
Understood. That is nothing but our next step. That is the 4th step that we have done. Now it's the turn of maximum and it will again choose the maximum of all the node values and find the maximum value for the
Maximum
root node.
value.
So in this game tree, there are only the 4 layers Okay, now what we'll get here? We have got here the 4. Now what is the meaning of that? Now at the node A also maximizer function will get applied. Okay. And it will compare out of the 4 and the minus 2. That's why here value of A is the 4. Do we got the same step we apply? First we go on backward, depaste. Correct? Then we have backtrack utilizing some values and go on updating, and we have reached the now node A. Now here maximizer has got the value 4. Now here still the decision is pending. Who has won the game?
Yes, sir.
Understood. Now maximizer has got the value 4, means here the decision can be taken by the maximizer. What kind of decision can be taken, can be made by the maximizer? Can anybody tell me? Based on all these algorithms we have applied and whatever the point we have reached, what kind of decision will be made by the maximizer player? That is my question.
Maximizer try to increase their value.
No, add this point. Now that thing already we have done. What maximizer will do, what minimizer will do, etc., etc. Add this point. What will be the decision that will be taken by the maximizer? As the main thing related to the min-max algorithm, it helps the player, might be the AI agent player, to take the best decision so that he can win the game. Do you understand the purpose of min-max algorithm? What is the purpose? It is going to help the AI agent to make the decision.
Yes, decision making.
You got the point what I'm trying to tell you.
Yes, sir.
Now here tell me what decision will be taken by the maximizer player. Consider the maximizer player as an AI agent.
Okay.
Yeah. Then what decision he can take from all these things that being done? Think on it. Do you understand whatever things we have done up till this point?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the question?
मग बॅक ट्रॅकिंग गेलो त्याच्यानंतर आपण फाइंड केली व्हॅल्यू.
आता आपण ह्या पॉइंटला आलो. इथं तुम्हाला here A has got the value 4. Now what decision will be made by the maximizer? Now what that value 4 indicating?
सर हा पाथ दाखवतो ना A, B, D, I.
Now how this path is going to be get there? With the help of this value 4.
Yes, sir.
Got the point? What this value indicating? That maximizer, instead of going in this direction to make the movement, the maximizer, if the maximizer want to win, he should go in this direction. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
आता हे तुम्हाला समजू शकतं, पण हे आपल्याला कुणाला समजवायचंय? हे नॉलेज आपल्याला कुणामध्ये टाकायचंय? हे नॉलेज आपल्याला AI एजंट मध्ये टाकायचंय. Got the point? And for this reason we need the such kind of algorithms. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And that this is nothing but the min-max algorithm. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Now there are some properties and some drawbacks of the min-max algorithm that we'll discuss here. Properties, first discuss the property. It is complete. Means min-max algorithm will definitely give you the solution if the solution is exist. That is meant by the complete, correct? Optimal, min-max, as if both the players are very much intelligent. What I'm saying, if both the players are very much intelligent compared to each other, then definitely we are going to get the best solution. That is the optimal solution. Now thing related with the time complexity. The time complexity is same as the DFS, because we are utilizing here the DFS, correct or not?
Yes, sir.
And also the space complexity is also same as the DFS only. Now let's see what exactly the drawback of the min-max algorithm is. Okay, now can anybody tell me what can be the drawback of this thing, this particular algorithm? Now consider, now we have assumed the example of tic-tac-toe game. Okay, tic-tac-toe game like this. Now can anybody tell me, if you compare the choices has to be made and the movement has to be made in the tic-tac-toe game versus the choices has to be made and movement has to be made in the chess game, which will be more?
Chess game.
Yes.
Definitely, if you compare the choices and the movement that are possible in the tic-tac-toe with the chess, now tic-tac-toe is having some limited movements and the choices, correct?
Yes, sir.
But think about the chess game. Chess game is having the very much number of movement and the choices. I think more than 30 choices and more than 50 movements can be made by the one player, correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Now, in case of that, think about what will be the, how this tree will look like. It will be huge, correct or not? Here, the
Yes.
things that you are observing here, ki one player is having the two choices. But in case of the chess, is it the 2 or 1 or 3, 4 like this? It is very much high, correct? Now, in that case, do you think about the time complexity and the space complexity? It will be huge, yes or no?
Yes.
Because what the min-max is saying, in order to make the choices or to make the movement, you have to compare each of these nodes with each other. That we have done, correct or not? We have to compare each of the node which is given there. Is there any node which we have not compared here?
No.
No, we have compared each and every node, and that is the drawback of min-max algorithm. If you try to apply it for the game like the chess or the Go game, its time complexity and the space complexity will definitely be very huge. Understood? Because here we have to compare each of the node with each other. Each node has to compare with the whatever other nodes available there. Understood? And because of that, the space complexity and the time complexity of the min-max algorithm increases huge. Understood? And this limitation of the min-max algorithm can be improved through the another variant of the min-max algorithm, and that is nothing but alpha beta pruning. So alpha beta pruning is nothing but the solution to the drawback of min-max algorithm. Okay. Now, what is the drawback min-max algorithm? Yes. What is the drawback of min-max algorithm?
Sir, we can say it is quite time consuming.
Time consuming. Why it is time consuming? Because every node has to be compared with other nodes.
And it makes complicated. It makes the code complicated to
It
understand.
complicated if the game, if you try to apply it for the game like chess, where the huge amount of choices and the movements are there, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then how the solution can be provided? Solution can be provided only if number of solution can be provided only if one node has to compare with the limited other nodes. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Got the point? The solution is nothing but what? One particular node has to compare with some limited other nodes. Means what I'm trying to say here, let's see. Here, like as we have seen, the particular H node has to compare with the, now here only one node is there. Got the point? Only
Yes, sir.
one node is there. Consider here more than 2, 4 or very much 100. 100 is also possible. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Means D has to compare itself in order to get the value for the D. All these 100 has to be compare with each other, yes or no? According to the min max. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What we have to do in order to avoid this? We have to do what? We have to minimize these particular comparisons. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
And these minimizing the comparison only possible if another variant of min max algorithm can be applied, and that another variant of min max algorithm is alpha beta pruning. Okay, the solution for this problem is what? Alpha beta pruning. That is nothing but our next algorithm. Okay, and that next algorithm we are going to see in the next session. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's it for the today. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.